Well, welcome along. I saw the various videos about the Hornby APT update. Well, I've still got my old APT. I bought it for me years ago, and it needs a bit of a revamp. So that's what this video is going to be about, revamping the APT. So this is how it runs at the minute, or not. It's got the ring filled motor. It's a bit ropey. So it's a bit, you know. So what I'm going to do, it sounds really noisy and yuck. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a CD motor in it, and eventually I'm going to get a replacement pantograph. I'm not going to get the proper one because they're too expensive. So I shall eventually put a replacement pantograph on there. But this video is just about changing the motor. So this is what we're looking at. I did put extra pickups on it as well to sort of try and improve the running, but I shall keep those anyway when I put the motor in. So anyway, this is just a bog standard motor. Apparently the Hymac motor unit is very similar to this. So what I may end up doing is maybe getting a second power unit and having two power units in if it's not very good with one. That's what I might do. I might just get a second power unit in there. But anyway, so I've taken the body off. Here we go. But you know, as I say, I need to get replacement pantograph, because when I got it, it didn't have the pantograph in. So I've got to redo that. I might just get a cheapo and just fix it on, because I'm not, you know, not worried too much. So yeah, I might just get, like, I've seen two for about 15 quid or something on eBay, so I might get those and put those in. But got my motor there. I've got the diode. I've got the sprocket already trimmed, ready to go in. So I shall strip this out, and then we'll see where we go from there. Right, so I've stripped all the gears and all the wheels off. I'm going to put new traction tyres on them as well. Now, you've got to get the sprocket off there. I'll tell you what I do. I just use a small hammer and literally just go shut, a couple of taps, and then, I don't know if you can see that, it basically, it will just pull off. Just put a screwdriver underneath and just lever it off, and it'll come off. So anyway, so yeah, I'm just stripping the motor out, and then we'll take it from there. So taking the armature, I always put the sprocket on there, so I know that goes with that armature. And also when I take the magnet, I always put it so the armature, so that's facing out. So if I have to re-put it in, the polarity should be correct. So we've got that empty now. I'm going to give it a good clean out, and then we'll start putting the new bits in, the new motor bit in. So basically a little bit of old cotton bud, bit of methylated spirit, and just give it a good clean round, get any gunk off there, and that's just it. Basically just give it a clean round, and then I'll just dry it off with a little bit of tissue or something, kitchen roll, and then we'll start putting the motor I'm using. It's from Horns and Whistles on eBay. There's Strathpepper Junction, there's Horns and Whistles on eBay. Both of them do these kits. Particular kit I've got, I had it in my old my brown Pullman 47, but the bowie on it was a bit manky, so I decided to use it for my APT, because I've been meaning to do the APT upgrade for ages. So I'm going to use this motor in this. So yeah, so we'll start putting it together very, very shortly. I won't bother doing it this is how I put the motor in, because there's umpteen videos on YouTube showing how you actually fit these particular motors. Right, so we've got the motors in and all wired up. I've also done the extra pickups here. In fact, that was sort of wired, just loosely wired on, but I actually found a plug that fitted it, so I've sorted that out. So what we'll do, I'll just turn it upside down, and this is I use this for wheel cleaning and and testing stuff and all sorts of things, because it literally just plugs on a little bit of test track. So now you've got the pickups on the actual motor bogie. So right, and then you've got pickups on the trailing bogie. So what we'll do, I'll just put on a little bit of test track. The trouble is, you see, these unless I take the couplings off, I can't really test it on the main layout, because obviously the coupling digs into the track. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I'll put it on the little test track I've got on my little workbench here, and we'll give it a little run. Now we're looking at the test track. So I've got this old safety. I bought this and my Duet one that I controlled your Oxford with for £5 off a Facebook selling page. So it fits perfectly into there. I've got an old CB radio power supply up there, which I use for one of my drills and other bits. So anyway, we'll give it a little trouble. It won't run back this way because the coupling hits. So let's have a look. It's definitely runs smooth, and of course, see what I mean, the coupling then digs in. So but definitely runs smoother, I must admit, obviously with the ring, but then it's a CD motor, so it will do. But I'm not convinced it's going to be, I think it's still going to be sluggish. So what I might do is still go down the route of maybe getting a maybe if I can pick up another one of these, another power car on eBay cheap, non-runner, and then what I could do is put say 2 motors in it, do it that way, or put another motor and have 2 power cars connected up, because I can run it with 2 power cars, don't make a difference. Because the trouble is, you can't put any weight in here because of the tilting. As soon as you put weight in there on the curve, it messes up the whole tilting business and all that lot. So you can't do that. So it's a case of, and I don't know, there's not really much room to put any extra weight. I can maybe slide a small weight down there, maybe down there, just to give it that little bit of more traction perhaps. But other than that, there's not a lot you can really do with it. So you know, so I've got a bag of little weights somewhere. So what I might just see if I've got any small enough, I can just maybe jam in there, because this isn't plastic anyway, it's metal, so it's not going to sort of bend it. So I could just stick a piece there, maybe put another big piece in there, just give it just that little bit more weight to give it a little bit more traction. We'll see anyway. I'm going to give it a test without the body on first, because I don't want to take all the body off again and mess about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it without the body on and just try it with the coaches on, and then if I've got to add some extra weight, I can kind of mess about with it, and then when I get it right, I can put the body back on. Right, so we'll go handheld for this. I'll tell you, it's a pain because you've got to lay it down, couple it up and put it on track. My Bachmann Voyager and my forcep's the same. It's a blooming nuisance. So we'll try it. Anyway, this is, obviously I've left the body off. So if I'm trying to add some more weight, I will do. But let's have a look, see what we get. Let's have a look, put it on the right switch. And I think the track's dirty as well. I've not run. I normally clean it before I do any running, but I haven't done it for a week. So, oh, definitely slipping. You can hear it slipping. So, yeah, it definitely needs some extra weight or an extra power bogey. Here it is. It's literally, it's definitely slipping. So the only thing I can do is try and put some weight in here and here on the actual bogey, because as I say, if you put weight in here, it won't. When it tries to tilt, it will just pull the wheel straight off the rail. So I'll have a look, see what weights I've got, and see if I can put some tiny. I've got some little lead weights somewhere. See if I can add some in and just see if it improves it. The only other thing I can do probably is to get another power unit and fix it in here, perhaps. I don't know, but it was doing that with the ring field. Just the ring field was a bit bit rough and ready as well. So the trouble is, I think, and it's the same with my Hornby networker, there's not enough weight in it. I mean, my networker, I put extra weight in it, but there's only one axle driving the whole thing. Whereas this, you see, you've just got one power bogie trying to pull 5 coaches along. So, but as I say, there's really no weight here to it, you know. So chances are, I mean, I've put new traction tyres on it as well, so I know the traction tyres aren't slippy or anything like that. So, but I mean, slow running, look at that. It's lovely running slow, but as soon as you put any speed on it, it starts to slip. But I mean, that's an improvement straight away with the slow running. But yeah, the motor just jumps. It just bounces around when you try and do it, you know, when you put any speed on it. Because literally the only weight, because the trailing bogey's metal as well, which probably doesn't help. That probably adds to the weight of it. And then the only real weight you've got is the actual the bogey frame itself. So anyway, I shall have a look, see what I can come up with. So I've added 2 of these weights, one either side of the power unit, and then I've managed to fit one of those on the other side. I'll just take you over here and you'll see what I mean. That's what I've done. So we'll see if it runs any better. So we'll give it a try. My track's not very clean, which doesn't help either. This track is track's filthy. Here we go. It's losing traction on the corners though, which is weird. It's still not it's still jumping about. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just see if I can add a slight bit of weight in the power car and see if that makes any difference. See, I can try it and just check it, see if it takes a, I think it's still too light on the corners. What I've done, I've put 3 coach weights in there, but I've put it right towards the end, sort of nearer the power bogey. So we'll have a look, see what we get now. That is an improvement. Definitely running better. It seems to cut off on that corner for some reason. It doesn't seem to like that curve under that bridge. Whether the track needs a clean there, I'm not too sure. But it's definitely improved. I'm going to see if I can add a bit more weight and just see, because obviously I don't want to make it too sort of heavy, so it doesn't go around the corner. But trouble is, it's got to move the trailing bogey that's metal as well. I can't understand why they made the trailing bogey frame metal and just didn't do it as plastic, because it would have taken the weight of the thing down, because otherwise you've got just the weight of the motor bogey trying to push a heavy cast metal trailing bogey as well, which kind of don't make sense to me. I think I've solved the problem with the curve. All I've done, I've put the power car around the opposite way. I normally run it so the trailing bogey's that end furthest away, but I've turned it around this way and it seems to run better on that curve, which is kind of weird. I've stuck a weight in there. I've also stuck the extra pickup in with a bit of double-sided tape. But that is not bad. I think an extra power bogey would be the answer though. I think putting a second power unit in would probably be a better idea, and then I could couple the motors up, because these CD motors, that they run at constant speed anyway, but it's still holding on that. I think a track might need a clean under there actually. I think that might just be dirty track, but we'll give it a bit of a First at speed. We'll run it back again. But as I say, with a second power unit in, I think that would probably do it. The only other way I can put extra weight in, I'd have to cut all the tilting mechanism out, which I don't really want to do, to be honest. So I'm going to have a look either for another sort of like a non-runner spares or repair power car, and then just take the power unit out of that. I know I can run 2 of these CD motors because I've actually done it with my HSTs. I put a motor, a power car with a motor in it at either end, and they run pretty much constant speed, so there won't be a problem with putting 2 motors in. So I think that's going to be the way forward. I think I know the Ringfield Hymec power bogey's the same, so I could probably maybe find one of those cheap. Just get, you know, one that's a non-runner, because I'm going to strip the guts out of it anyway. And then I've got the choice. If I put a 6-volt motor in, I could maybe run them in series, rather than, you know. But we'll see anyway. But at the moment, it's okay. It's an improvement. It's an improvement on the Ringfield motor. But as I say, I think a second power unit would be better, because there's not much weight over the drivers, and my network is the same, but that's only got 1 driven axle on that. But as I say, if it didn't tilt, I could add more weight to it. But you put too much weight, and it won't tilt, and it will just derail on the curve. So as I say, the only other way I could put more weight into it would be to cut all the tilting bit out, which is too much messing about, and if you get it wrong, obviously. So the easiest option, better option, is just to get another motor bogey. I've got some more of these weights, so I can put extra weight over the second power bogey as well. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, I'm going to put the body back on it anyway. I mean, there's no weight really sort of in the body either. You can't even put weight in the body, because obviously that'll affect the tilt mechanism. But yeah, pretty much okay. The only thing is, if I put a second power bogey in, I won't be able to put the extra pickups in, but it might be okay, you know. But I'm not too bothered. I just want it to sort of run nice, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I think a second power unit would actually work better, because what they've done, you've got a cast metal bogey frame on the power unit, and they put a cast metal bogey frame on the trailing bogey. If that were plastic, it probably wouldn't be as bad. But you know, you've got that motor with no weight really in the centre, trying to push that metal bogey along, plus four other carriages as well. But you know, anyway, I'll finish it with the body on, with a little running with it. Okay, so I'm just going to stick the body back on now. Right, so that concludes this video. I'll do the last shot will be it running through. I've still got the pantograph to sort out, but I'm definitely going to do that with put an extra power unit in it. But it's improved the running though, so it's not so bad. There's a bit of a dust off as well. So thanks for watching, and hope you found some interest from it. So as I say, next job on it is going to be get a replacement pantograph. Not going to get the proper APT one, because they're about 50 quid each on eBay. So I'm just going to get something that looks the part. I'm going to look for another power unit. Either if I get a Ringfield Hymec one, I'm going to have to drill a hole to put a screw in to screw it into the bogey frame. But if I can just pick up a power car that's a non-runner and just sort of take the bits I need from it, and I've also got some spare. But what I might actually do is put 2 motors in one power car, and then put the other power car next to it, so it looks like it's got 2 power cars. Maybe do that. and just have two like trading bogies in one power car. We'll see anyway, see how it goes. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and bye for now.